All right. All right, there we go. Hey, Facebook, I hope your day is going well. Whatever platform you may be watching from, remember we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we are live on Twitter, and we are live on the Ken's 5 app as well as the website. So I'm getting everything squared away here. Ask any other questions you feel like you may need to ask. We didn't have many questions yesterday on our Facebook Live. That's what I'm here to do, guys. I'm here to answer your questions about the forecast, anything that you all may have. I know that I'm excited about the weekend myself, and I know that a lot of you will be because it will be a little bit cooler outside. So I've got Facebook pulled up here, and guys, I'm actually going to do one more thing before we get started. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller in this bottom corner. That way we can see the graphics just a little bit better. So give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. Now I'm a little bit smaller, and we can see the temperatures a little bit better. So let's jump into things and see what we have in store over these next few days. Northwest San Antonio still showing a lot of cloud cover. We do have a few pieces of sunshine. I'm looking out my apartment window here, and I see a good amount of sunshine shining through. Now, some of us are seeing a lot more sun than others. If you're southeast of San Antonio, you've got a lot of sunshine. If you're in the hill country, not so much. Seeing a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. We're going to be showing why here in just a moment. It's looking out at the San Antonio airport. They have a little bit of blue sky as well showing through. Man, that grass is just very green these last few days where we've had such warm conditions. Really helping everything bloom and also impacting our allergy count a little bit. You'll see that here in just a moment. It's pretty bad as far as the allergens are concerned for today. I know it's bothering me just a little bit myself. So, also, look at how green it is out by Calaveras Lake. That's just stunning. Beautiful how everything is now starting to bloom and it's starting to look beautiful outside. Everything's coming to life. 70s there across the board as we look at all of our sky cams. As far as the temperatures are concerned, let me go ahead and bump off my camera here so y'all can see. We got 80s there pretty much for everybody along the coast. You got 70s when you get closer on up towards San Antonio and along the I-35 corridor. And then even a few 60s still left in the hill country, 66 in Rock Springs, 71 in Kerrville, and then 70 in Fredericksburg, 74 in San Antonio, 80s in George Weston Beeville, 83 in Port Lavaca. The coast looking pretty good as we get started on our Friday. I see Jennifer saying hello from Cuero, Texas. Hello, Jennifer. I hope you're doing fine. Mark says, bring on the rain. Just finished cutting the grass. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of grass cutting here over these next few weeks, I'm willing to bet, now that we're well into spring. What's the weather for New Braunfels? Well, it's going to be a little bit cloudy today. You may get a few peaks of sunshine here over these next couple of hours, but we are expecting more cloud cover to move in for this afternoon. Abel says, hope you are safe. Prayers from the Gallardo family. Thank you so much, Abel. I am home, working from home, trying to practice what we are preaching on Ken's 5 about that social distancing. So I'm working from home myself and just trying to keep y'all updated from here. Carolyn says, I read this is going to be an above-average hurricane season. What do you think? Carolyn, it is definitely possible. Some of the, I guess you could say, metrics that we look at are leaning towards that. But the thing is, as time goes on, as we get closer towards hurricane season, because we're still a couple months out, those metrics can very well swing the other way and show that we have a less likely chance of an active hurricane season. So, or above average hurricane season, rather. So it can change. It can even change during hurricane season. The metrics could drop. So right now we may be seeing that possibility, but it could very well end up being weaker as well. I used to live on the coast in Biloxi, Mississippi, somewhere that is very known. They know hurricanes well. And the answer is just thing you can do is prepare and just not worry about it. Just stay stay focused on it as you go throughout the year. And we'll keep an eye on that, of course, whenever we get closer on towards hurricane season. So I see a few more things coming in. Let me roll it up here. Bella says, hello to you, Bella. Hello, Monica. I hope you're doing fine there in Pleasanton. Steve says the humidity is terrible. The humidity is way up today. It's feeling tropical. We're going to look at those dew points here in just a moment. Carolyn wants to see the weekend weather. We're about to have an update on that as well. Christina says, hi from Beeville, Texas. I like the use of the emoji. And Diana says, thanks for sharing live. Have a blessed day. You too, Diana. Lisa's in Sonora. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Lisa, excuse me. And Abel says, say hello to my sons, Daniel and Dylan. Daniel and Dylan, I hope y'all are doing great. I hope y'all are continuing learning while you're at home. And I hope y'all are just all staying safe yourself. Abel says sunny on the west side. We got sunshine here on the northwest side too. So let's go ahead and jump into this a little bit more. Temperatures are very warm. You see where the cloud cover is. Rock Springs, Kerrville, Fredericksburg. That's where we're seeing a little bit more of the cloud cover. That's where you're seeing the temperatures a little bit lower, as well as over towards Bernie. Now, here's those dew points. We talked about how it was really humid outside. Whenever we see dew points in the 70s, it feels tropical outside, I like to say. It's almost like you could close your eyes and it feels like you're on the beach. I mentioned that when I walked out on my balcony earlier this morning. I said, man, it feels super humid. It feels really nice. I like humidity myself. So I really enjoyed that humidity and breathing in the air, making it seem like I was on the beach. Let's take a look at that cloud cover where it is as well. There you see it, more cloud cover off towards the hill country. It has stopped them from being able to warm up as much. Meanwhile, remember, we've got 80s closer to the coast and down towards Tilden, closer towards Cuero, Victoria. We've already got 80s, and that's because they've had a ton of sunshine this morning compared to what the hill country is seeing, like Uvalde, Rock Springs, Kerrville, Fredericksburg. They're seeing a lot more cloud cover off in their direction. As far as the allergy report is concerned, we could use some rain to knock out some of these allergens. Nearly 30,000 on the oak. A huge spike in oak yesterday, and it just continues into today. Second day of being very heavy. Mold is on the medium level. We also have pecan, pine, and two others that are not listed on the screen because we couldn't fit them on here. Mulberry and hackberry also coming in with light amounts. So it's a good day to take the allergy medicine. I actually took mine last night, so I won't have to take it this morning, and I will be fighting with my allergies, I'm sure, over these next few weeks myself, like many of us will be doing. So we'll see a few breaks in the clouds today possible, but really going to see a lot more cloud cover than what we had yesterday. Just be ready for that. Temperatures are expected to still rise into the upper 80s and lower 90s. And then you see that 10% chance for rain in at 11 p.m. We are going to have a slight chance for a few brief showers as we head throughout tonight and into tomorrow. So by the time we get towards 5 p.m. today, see a little bit of sunshine here and there. Temperatures into the upper 80s, lower 90s. I think we see a little bit more cloud cover than what future clouds and radar are showing. Remember, this is just one weather model. We're comparing all sorts of weather models to get an idea of what the forecast will be as a whole. Jason says, sun in Leon Valley. Hello, Jason. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for that report. Kelly says, hello from Livonia. Hello to you, Kelly. I hope you're doing well today. Moving through our timeline, by Saturday at 7:30 a.m., check out up towards San Marcos along the I-35 corridor, and then east towards LaGrange. Seeing a little bit of shower activity. Now, not everybody's going to see rain. Remember that. It's going to be about a 20% chance for rain. You see a majority of the rain will be east of I-35. So if you're down towards Cotulla, Pearsall, Carrizo Springs, your rain chances may actually be lower. When you get south of San Antonio and southwest, rather, your rain chances may even be lower. So really going to be better chances for rain for areas like Hallettsville, Victoria, Beeville, George West, Cuero. And then those showers continue their way off towards the east. By the time we get towards 8 p.m., we are going to have temperatures a little bit cooler. And let me actually bump this back a bit because I want to show what the temperatures are going to be like Saturday afternoon. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of cloud cover, but notice the temperatures, 80s for highs. It's going to be a bit breezy at times. So if you want to talk about great weather to maybe go out and take a hike outside, as long as you check that radar, remember the KENS 5 app not only will you know whenever we're doing these updates, but you'll also be able to check the radar before you head out the house. If you wanted to go do some exercise, remember, we're not supposed to be out for long periods of time and just mingling right now. The best thing you can do is if you want some exercise, San Antonio has great trails all over the place. Just remember to keep that social distance. I've been going out for runs each day, trying to get my exercise in. The heat was a little much yesterday. Temperatures in the 90s got to be a little bit, but it is nice to have such great areas to run here around San Antonio and really just South Texas as a whole, especially as you get off towards the hill country. A lot of great places to hike. So as we make our way towards 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, notice the cloud cover will start to clear slightly and temperatures in the 70s and 60s will eventually fall down towards the 50s by the time you're waking up on Sunday morning. That's 8 a.m. And notice maybe a spot or two like Kerrville in the hill country could start off with temperatures in the 40s. Excuse me. As we make our way into Sunday afternoon, it does look like we will be drier, and it won't be rain chances again until really we head into Sunday night and into Monday. Monday does bring an increased chance for rain. Monday will bring our highest chance for rain all week. And here's how much rain we could see over the next 7 days, by the way. Not looking like too much. So we could use a little bit more because we're still behind on the rain here in South Texas. But there you see it. Less than 1/4 of an inch for most of us over these next 7 days. As far as San Antonio is concerned, let me go ahead and bump off my my camera again, guys, so you can see all this. Let me bump back to that last graphic too, so you can see it as well. Just about 1/4 of an inch or less for everybody there. Lower amounts for areas south of San Antonio for the most part. 2020 rainfall total is below our annual average by this time of the year. It should be a little bit higher. This month, we are behind as well by about 1/2 of an inch, a little more than 1/2 of an inch. And then as far as the drought monitor is concerned, you're going to notice some differences compared to last week. Remember last week, Tilden, Cuero, that it was all connected into Gonzales and Victoria, where we had the extreme drought. But that extreme drought has cut back a lot, and we've even seen a few small areas of just moderate drought start to break through the severe drought areas, like right there near Tilden. And that is thanks to all that heavy rainfall that we had here that went across the region for a few days last week that really helped to improve our drought conditions. So I know that we still have the severe drought and the extreme drought from much of that region, but we have had some improvement. Even in spots where we still have extreme drought, the rainfall that occurred really did help out a little bit. So continuing through the timeline, let's get to the 7-day forecast. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see this. I'll bump my camera off the screen again, and here you have it. 89 for the high today, 81 for Saturday, 80 for Sunday. Monday brings 79. Notice the rain chances increasing Sunday night and into Monday. We are expecting some rain there on Monday, 79 for the high, 80 for the high on Tuesday, and then we've got 70s for the highs on Wednesday and Thursday. Let's look beyond. We're going to look beyond here in just a moment, but first of all, actually, I wanted to also include this. The Lone Star 3-day. If you will be doing any traveling nearby, here's a look at what you can expect. 60s for highs in Amarillo, 60s for highs in El Paso. That's for Saturday. And notice that the temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable across much of the state here as we head from Saturday into Sunday and Monday. You notice that the rain chances increase for us on Monday in South Texas. Not just for us. Check out our friends in Waco and Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth area, Corpus Christi, Austin, all expecting some rain chances there for Monday. So it's not just us, but much of our neighbors as well. Rain chances could be a little bit higher as we head from day 8 to day 14. So we're looking beyond the 7-day forecast. You notice that down towards South Texas, we have above average rainfall possible, which is great news. Now, remember, this is just possible. This is a chance. Whenever you get further away from the actual day, like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, the chance of the reason why you may see the numbers change on the 7-day, I guess I could put it this way. You may see the numbers change a little bit more on the 7-day when you're 5 to 6 days away. And that's because you become more uncertain. There's a level of certainty within a forecast. And when you get into day 8 through day 14, the certainty can be a little bit lower, but we are expecting a wetter pattern. When we have patterns, we have that possibility, that increased chance for rain. So we're also expecting a warmer pattern, day 8 through day 14 for South Texas. So it does look like our temperatures could be slightly above average. It would just be lower to mid 80s, really. That's would be slightly above average for this time of the year. So continuing through the timeline here, there's the flu index. We show this every once in a while just to let you know, flu is still widespread. Just another reason to keep washing those hands. I'm going to bump this back up, though, guys, because I want to show our sky cams again. And there you have it. Seeing a little bit of blue sky for some areas, others still having a lot of cloud cover. Guys, enjoy today because temperatures, again, are expected to rise into the 80s for much of the region. And then other spots are going to see 90s, especially when you get down towards Cotulla, Beeville, over towards George West, Cuero, could all see 90s. So it could be very nice. I'm going to answer a few more questions here, see what some people are saying. John says, hello, cloudy in Eagle Pass. Yeah, John, y'all are probably going to stay in the cloud cover today. Maybe a peak of sunshine or two, but you'll see a little bit more cloud cover than some of your friends further on off towards the east. I see hello from Kerrville. I'm feeling the allergies. I feel you. I've been dealing with the allergies myself. And then with the crazy way the weather has been lately, hot, cold. Some of us may get sick with sinus infections, colds, or flus, and think we will have the coronavirus. My goodness. Cindy, yeah, it's important, of course, if you feel ill at all, call your healthcare provider, see what you may need to do. I actually got some nice allergy medicine recently. I called myself because I had been dealing with this little bit of clearing of the throat constantly that you may have heard me on some of these Facebook Lives and live on TV a few times. And it's always important to just, make sure you know what you have and get ahead of whatever it could be. So I hope y'all are going to have a wonderful day. Remember, we are going to be continuing to cover everything no matter where we are. We've got crews that are at home. We have crews a very small crew, by the way, who's at the station each day. We've limited the number of people in the building at KENS 5. We're practicing what we preach. We want to make sure that everyone stays safe, and we want to make sure that we're doing our part here at KENS 5. That's why I've been at home here this last week, and I will be at home until they say to come back in whenever it's safer. So I'll be on live at 4 o'clock today. So I hope y'all can tune in and watch. Don't forget that we've got the newscast coming up at noon today. We also have cloudy with a chance of learning. And guys, I'm actually gonna run through the whole loop right here. Let me see if I can actually pull this up on my system. I know we have it in somebody else's show, so I have to grab it real quick. But we do have cloudy with a chance of learning. We've been doing this each day at 1 o'clock. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's an update on what it is. While the kids are home, we don't want the learning to stop. So here at KENS 5, our weather team is going over special weather topics and teaching about the weather. So if you wanted to get the kids involved and keep them learning, at 1 p.m. each day, we are doing these kind of live fun updates, and we would love for y'all to join us. Weather Chief Bill Taylor has been really taking the reins on it and kind of coming up with all sorts of fun topics, and we are really enjoying helping out and having a lot of fun with it. So for today, here's what you can expect. Let me go ahead and bounce my camera off again, and you'll see Fun Time Friday, your pictures and your stories. So send us your pictures and your stories. I know Bill has been collecting a lot of the photos and pictures and the stories through his email, btaylor@kens5.com. So make sure you send them in. I'm going to be joining him as well, I think, from here at home, we're going to just kind of FaceTime, I guess you could say, over our system here, and I've got some fun stories to share too. I've through my time working, first of all, we had Katrina hit when I was 15 in Mississippi. I remember that very well, as anybody who lived in the state of Mississippi would, when Katrina hit back in 2005. I've experienced tornadoes from living in Mississippi. I had thunder sleet when I worked in Arkansas. We had a direct hit from a hurricane, Hurricane Nate, when I was in Biloxi, and I've also gotten to fly with the hurricane hunters. So I have a lot of stories that I'm excited to share, and just some fun things that we can all talk about. That's going to be at 1 p.m. So don't forget, the newscast at noon. We'll have another Facebook Live at 1 p.m. It'll also be live on YouTube. It will be live on our website, and it will be live on the app. Download that KENS 5 app, because not only do we have weather updates there, but we also have updates on everything that's going on in the community. There's a lot of news right now. It's important that you stay aware of what's going on. That KENS 5 app can keep you updated. And then we'll have news updates at 4 and weather updates at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Guys, have a great day. Get out, enjoy some of this sunshine while it's still sticking around, because it won't be around all day. And don't forget, we got some cooler weather in for the weekend. Great weather for some hikes. Make sure you put some of those in the comments so that we all can be aware of some of those great hikes here in South Texas. Y'all have a great one.